What is going on, everyone? We are back in our career with Trey Cash in Madden 17, and this is it. Week 17, final game of the season, and it's the most important game we will play all year. We are now a half game behind the Bills in the AFC East. We're a half game behind the Bills for the lead in the AFC. The Bills hold their destiny. We have clinched a playoff spot, so we are at least in the playoffs. So I talked about last week, we might be at risk of completely falling out of it altogether. We are in, but we have so much that can possibly happen in this game. If we lose, we get a wild card. If we win, we maybe clinch the division, but it depends on what the Bills do. As you see in the NFC, only 2 spots have been wrapped up. Still a couple spots left open in the AFC, but the Bills are going to be playing the Patriots today, which not only does it suck, we have to cheer for the Patriots, but also the Patriots aren't very good this year. I think they've only won 4 games, so that's not exactly at all a for sure thing that the Bills will lose. And the fact that the Bills have won 6 games in a row, they are an absolute, maybe probably the hottest team in the entire league. And I have to say, because included in that winning streak, they did beat us as well. I'll say it will be well-deserved if the Bills do end up winning. But a win for them gives them a first-round bye. So from thinking about where the Bills were 8 weeks ago to now, it's unbelievable to see them atop the AFC. So getting into this game here, the Chargers started off quick. They get a touchdown on their first drive. So now we have the ball, 3rd and 8. Trey incomplete on that last one as we got hit. And here we're going to throw it. We're going to find Eric Decker, but a flag on the play. And yep, you know it. It's holding on the offense. Matt Khalil, the left tackle, going to be called for it. So bring it back 10 yards. Now 3rd and 18. It's going to be Trey trying once again to get the first down. And this time, it is not going to go quite as well. Looking for Eric Decker, cannot come down with that one. So we start 0 for 2, and the Chargers come right back with another touchdown. So a game we have to win. In the first quarter, we're already down 14. There is a sack on Trey as Brandon Flowers comes off the edge to get the sack. Now 2nd and 18, we're taking another hit. Safarian Jenkins can't catch the ball, and I could not think of a worse start right now. 3rd and 18, Trey play action, trying to find something, and we finally will find a receiver, Devin Smith, down the middle getting open, as that's going to be our first completion for 26 yards. Now 1st and 15 after a false start penalty. We're already back 5 yards, and here's another sack as Joey Bosa in for the sack, as it's now 2nd and 25, and we're already into the second quarter. This is not going well, folks. And here, Devin Smith, apparently the only guy we can rely on here in this game. He gets the reception, and now 3rd and 9. Trey looking for that first down as look to have a receiver here as Decker looking to beat the man on the outside, but he can't do it. It's deflected, and we're going to start 2 for 6, and you got to be kidding me. The Chargers score again. So 7:28 to go in the second quarter. We are now down 21 points, and we cannot move the ball, as this is just a little bit embarrassing at this point. 3rd and 10, we find a receiver. Anunua takes a huge hit, drops the ball, so we give it back, and the Chargers scored again, 28-0. 1 minute to go in the second quarter, and if this is not the biggest choke of all chokes, just the token Jets. I mean, as a Lions fan, I feel like I'm watching the Lions in this thing as they just give away their opportunity and their chance at a potential top seed in the AFC. And at this point in the game, as I'm playing, I'm just hoping, please just tell me that the Bills win, or else we got to make this miraculous comeback here. Now 2nd and 10, it's going to be Trey as we're finally moving the ball, and here we're going to pick up a very, very fortunate pass interference call. So 1st and goal now from the 7, final half minute of this first half. We need something on the board. It's going to be Chantrell Spires getting it down to the 4, and here I make the mistake. I should have called a timeout. I should know better than to trust this CPU and their time management, as this play is going to take too long. Devin Smith catches it, and with 6 seconds to go, we call a timeout, but they take us off the field. So instead of a touchdown, we only get 3 points going into halftime. So 28-3, we get the ball to start the third quarter, and that's really a big swing, because if we could add a touchdown here, as this one deflected and caught by Quincy Anunua, impressive there, but instead of it possibly being 14-28 once the Chargers get the ball to start the third quarter, it's now 3-0, and we'll see what we do here on this drive. But 2nd and 5, Trey looking, throwing back across his body, and I don't know what we're doing here. Things kind of just falling off the rails a little bit completely in this game, even for Trey, as now 3rd and 5. It's going to be Devin Smith finding the first down, so we're inside the 25 now. Trey, 11 of 19, trying to make something of this game here as our receivers just not doing well, and here the line is not doing well either, as I think that's the 5th or 6th time we have been sacked in this game. Now 3rd and 13, Trey looking, and he's going to be hit immediately again. And look at that. What did I say? Oh, you got to be kidding me. And he misses the field goal. So instead of a 28-14 game, it's 28-3. We do get a turnover as well. So look at all the missed opportunities here. Flag on the play. We fumble it apparently. Our lineman picks it up, but you know what? It doesn't matter because it's another holding penalty. This time Nick Mangold going to be called for the hold. So 1st and 20 now from the 44. Trey going to have some time to throw, and we will find Quincy Enunwa, who is going to get the first down. And look at Quincy Enunwa down inside the 10. Humongous pickup there. Now we have got to get the touchdown. 2nd and goal. Trey is looking. We're throwing, and that's going to be incomplete. So one more opportunity here. 3rd and goal. I mean, we have to have a touchdown here if we have any shot at this one. Trey looking, and we are going to get sacked as we try to throw it. Joey Bosa, another sack, and it is going to be a field goal. The Chargers respond with a touchdown, so 35-6 as we now fall back even farther. Eric Decker cannot bring down this pass, so 3rd and 9 now as 4:25 to go in the 3rd quarter, and things looking bleak for us here. Devin Smith, what a game for this guy, as Trey now 200 yards passing. I feel like Smith probably has at least half of that at this point. 2nd and 7, we try to run with Matt Forte. He's got 4 carries for 12 yards. We quickly abandon the run game in this one, as we just no shot of coming back trying to run with Matt Forte, especially with how badly our running game has been this season. Now 2nd and 7, try and play action, going to go downfield, and this one is it's going to be dropped again. Quincy Enunwa, as I'm blown away with how badly we played in this game. As important this game was, you'd think there'd be a little bit more urgency, a little bit more tenacity coming from these Jets players, but it's been a letdown. The line has played awful. The wide receivers have been bad, except for Devin Smith. And obviously the defense, which is something we try to hang our hat on, has been horrible, giving up 35 points. We still got a quarter to go. We're trying to make a little bit of a comeback here, though. 2nd and goal now from the 11. Pistol formation. It's Alfred Morris in the backfield, but Trey going to throw, and he's going to find Chantrell Spires, and he is finally going to find the end zone as we get in there. Now 38-13 with defense does get a stop, but we have 4 minutes to go in the game, and obviously we're probably not making a comeback in this one. We would need some crazy quick scoring here. And you know what's even more impressive is the fact that the Chargers are doing this to us, and they're going to end as a 500 team. We are a team that sit with 10 wins, and we're getting embarrassed by this. As here now, Trey going to drop in a beautiful pass to Chantrell Spires, but I'm not getting excited because the thing at the top there, flag on the play. And yep, bring this one back because it is the 3rd holding call of the game. At least it's 3 different linemen, so we can just yell at the entire offensive line. And how about that? 3rd and 20. And it's going to be a false start penalty. And actually, so frustrated at this point, I don't even leave in who was the culprit. So 3rd and 25, Trey dropping back, throwing deep, and it's going to be incomplete. So that will do it in this game, in the final game of the season, sorely needing a win. We get embarrassed at home against the Chargers. Trey, 25 for 47, 319 and a touchdown. Phillip Rivers, 21 of 24 for 261 and a TD. What an efficient game from Phillip Rivers. I think, perfect QB rating. Melvin Gordon, how about that? 48 carries for 179 yards and 4 touchdowns. He fumbled twice. It still doesn't matter. Matt Forte, 6 for 13. Devin Smith, what a great game for him, 11 for 165. Anun was 6 for 99. It doesn't record drops properly, but you can see even in this game, it's showing that those top 2 guys had 2 drops. Matt Forte had a drop, and just an all-around awful game for everyone. Now, coming back out, all we have to hope here is that the Bills won, because if they won, then none of this mattered, and they did win. So they finished the season with a 7-game winning streak. The Bengals win, so they clinch the other top seed in the AFC. We finished there, 2-game losing streak to end of season. We'll grab a wild card. The Jaguars win the division. The Steelers get the other wild card, and then the Chiefs end up winning the AFC West. Now, looking at the NFC, it's going to be the Cowboys there. The Falcons clinch one of those byes. Seahawks are in, winning their division, and then the Saints and the Eagles get the wild card. We're missing one other division, and that is going to be the NFC North. The Packers win that one at 8-8. So those are your teams heading to the playoffs. Now let's look at the matchups here. It's going to be Steelers at Jaguars, Eagles at Seahawks. We get the Chiefs on the road. I actually like that matchup. And then it's the Saints at the Packers. So after all of that, as awful as we played, I'm feeling okay. Obviously, it would have been great to earn the first-round bye, but that would have required the Patriots beating the Bills, which they didn't. So it's okay ultimately that we got embarrassed today. I mean, it's not okay, but it's okay because we're still in the playoffs, and we get a very, very good matchup against the Chiefs. We already played the Chiefs once this season, and we absolutely destroyed them. It is on the road, which maybe is a little bit more difficult, but I'm feeling very confident in this one. And hopefully now, as we enter the playoffs, we can make a deep run and maybe earn ourselves a Super Bowl. But that is getting way, way too far ahead of ourselves, especially after that Week 17 performance we just had. So that's it for the regular season. Season number 2, regular season is over. We move on to the playoffs for the first time in this series, and you will see the wild card game next time. If you enjoyed this video, please go and give it a like. I'd really appreciate it, and subscribe to see any future videos that I make. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.